Hey, everybody, welcome. And I want to really express how happy I am that the Raiders got involved in this deal. It is a historic milestone, and it should come as no surprise that this happened on Columbus Day for, I think, obvious reasons once I finish reading to you the press release. Uh, it is a true coup, and it is exemplary of America. And uh, here's the announcement: San Manuel to become the official Southern California casino of Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. And this was a press conference that was held Columbus Day. That's right, the day that we celebrate Christopher Columbus discovering America for the Italians and really meeting indigenous people, some of the same people that are indirectly related to those who own San Manuel Band Casino. San Manuel Band of Mission Indians announced today a partnership with Allegiant Stadium and the Raiders. The partnership designates San Manuel Casino as a founding partner of Allegiant Stadium and a proud sponsor of the Raiders, starting with the 2020 season. The popularity of the Raiders in Southern California is unmatched, said Lauren Gill, CEO of the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians. Through this partnership, we are thrilled to offer our guests more access to high quality sports and entertainment. We are pleased to have San Manuel Casino as a founding partner of Allegiant Stadium, said Raiders president Mark Bedane. Together, we remain aligned in our dedication to providing our fans with the best in class experience. San Manuel and the Raiders celebrated their new partnership in Las Vegas on Monday, October 14th. The private event was attended by members of the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians, San Manuel executives, and Raiders alumnus Leo Gray. San Manuel proudly supports 9 other professional sports teams across the NFL, NHL, Major League Baseball, and Major League Soccer. San Manuel Casino is located at 777 San Manuel Boulevard, Highland, California 92346. For more information, visit www.sanmanuel.com. Legends Global Partnerships represented the Raiders to secure the founding partnership with San Manuel Casino as part of their duties as the stadium's official premium ticketing and sponsorship agency. Of course, Legends Global Partnership is owned by Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. About San Manuel Casino. San Manuel Casino is Southern California's one-stop destination for entertainment and fun. Located just 60 miles from downtown Los Angeles and a short drive from Los Angeles, Ontario Airport, millions of guests each year enjoy more than 4,700 slots, Vegas-style blackjack, high-limit gaming, incredible entertainment, sumptuous dining, and a generous players' reward program. Since 1986, players have received over $2 billion in cash, prizes, and giveaways, making any visit to San Manuel an exciting and memorable experience. For more information, again, visit San Manuel Casino website at sanmanuel.com. That's SANMANUEL. And follow them on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And of course, you know about Legion Stadium. This is something else. For those of you wondering what this is worth, my hypothesis tells me this is valued at $200 million. That's right, $200 million. Or about $20 million a year over a 10-year period. Or it could be, though I doubt it, $10 million a year over a 20-year period, but generally with sponsorships like this, it tends to be in the range that I quoted you. So, but it's when founding partner means that they have a substantial, they paid for a substantial presence around the stadium. They have part of the stadium named after them. They undoubtedly are going to have their own gate. They are at a level with Caesars Entertainment. So this is a major statement for San Manuel Casino. This is San Manuel's, in a sense, coming out party. Uh, they're making it known to the world that they have the money to play with the big boys because they're making big boy money. The San Manuel Casino is expanding in Los Angeles, according to the San Diego Union Tribune. As I'm reading here, they are building their first hotel. It's 3,000 seat entertainment venue with has a pool complex, a spa and restaurant, and it will offer the what they call the burgeoning casino customer base, an alternative to its direct competitors, which it identifies as Temecula's Pinchada Resort and Casino, which is now the largest casino on the West Coast, and Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, and Agua Caliente Casino Resort and Spa, and both of those in the Palm Springs area. Okay, and so this is described as in their expansion. San Manuel Casino announced its expansion July 25th of last year, and when it broke ground on a $550 million palace. And the idea is that will elevate the former San Bernardino County Bingo Hall. That's right, this is what's a bingo hall. A bingo hall, okay, into a major player in the ultimate competitive Southern California casino resort industry. So you see where this is, right? They're at the ground floor and of their growth in Southern California in the casino industry. They wanted to make a big foot plant. And brother, did they ever do that. The development that they announced last year reads here comes soon after the Indian Empire Casino upped the number of slot machines on its gaming floor to 4,800, and it far exceeding the gambling capacity of nearly every casino in the Southern California market, or even Las Vegas. Did you hear what I said? Or even Las Vegas. Let me read that again. The hotel development that San Manuel announced last year, July 2018, comes soon after the Indian Empire Casino upped the number of slot machines on its gaming floor to 4,800, far exceeding the gambling capacity of nearly every casino in the Southern California market or even Las Vegas. In building its first hotel, that's building its first hotel, okay? So, and it goes on here, it says that the ripple effect of this latest salvo in the casino expansion arms race, costing an estimated $1 billion price tag in the San Diego area alone, including $300 million at Pacheco, is already reverberating locally. So this is this fiery competition for gamblers in Southern California. And recognizing this was very smart for the Raiders to say, there's a low-hanging fruit. There is what appears to be a low-hanging fruit, but what Raiders and Legends said is, you know what? It might look like a low-hanging fruit, but it's not. They've got money, and they're willing to spend to get themselves known. So you see the Raiders' overall strategy. So you would say, well, for example, with Allegiant Stadium, the name. Same thing with Allegiant. A smaller player in the airline industry, but they want to make themselves known, okay? And so this is a very good strategy, very, very smart strategy. If you're willing to find these seemingly low-hanging fruit organizations, if you give them the proper opportunities to make themselves known, you will find they have the dollars to make that happen. And that's what the Raiders and Legends have realized. I have to say, very intelligent approach, okay? I know a lot of you are probably shocked, but look, as much as I criticize mistakes, I reward intellect. I reward great business deals. This is a great business deal. It also rewards diversity. I mean, think about it. The Raiders aren't acting like, or there are people who would say, oh, well, they don't have any money. Of course they do. Of course they do. And they came from humble beginnings to build their organization to where it is today. And this is something else. And a bravo to the Raiders. Bravo to the Raiders for pursuing this deal, embracing the deal, announcing the deal, and making it happen. Great stuff, and legends, all right? Now, getting back to the news of the hotel from last year, it says, we're still deciding with a new tower when to start building, how much to build. We'll revisit it in full after we see how the summer goes. So far, it's been very, very busy. Abdi Monim said Pala, the architect and design plans are ready to go for the hotel, which was originally scheduled to be completed in May of this year. The resort recently unveiled its new swanky pool area, several renovated restaurants, and additional non-smoking casino floor space. A floor-by-floor remodeling of the existing 500-room plus hotel will launch in October. Lauren Gill, same guy that is in the at the Raiders press conference announcing this, general manager, he was the general manager of Manuel Casino, now he's CEO, said building a hotel was essential in not just attracting new customers from LA and throughout Southern California, but keeping current guests happy. But now he can really keep current guests happy because he's got tickets, Raiders tickets, okay? Samuel has always been a locals and regional casino, and we don't have a hotel. It's something very obviously missing from our casino experience. There are people who tell us we prefer to go somewhere else because they want to spend the night, and that has been the number one item on their guests have spoken about. So why don't you have a hotel when you want to have a hotel? Now they have a hotel. Now they're part of a stadium. And, it's not hard to figure out that they're trying to make inroads into the Las Vegas market itself. So what better way to do that than a partnership with the Raiders? It's really something else. I'd love to know how that came about in full, in full. It's a big deal. Again, it's a big deal because also, think about it, it's outside the normal range of casinos you would have in your head, right? You would say, okay, the idea is, oh, well, you have Caesars, that's fine, but Las Vegas Sands wasn't stepping up to the plate to put any money up, at least publicly. Where's Boyd Gaming, right? Where's MGM, okay? At one point, someone said that the Las Vegas casinos were just sort of sitting back to see what the Raiders would do. In other words, who would partner with them, right? Well, the Raiders have taken that as a challenge, and you have to say, it's Las Vegas, yes, but it's also a weak media market, let's be honest. It's got its challenges economically because of changes in the gaming industry, let's be honest. It has opportunity because law has changed how it looks at sports gambling and gaming, let's be honest about that too. So the Raiders enter Las Vegas in this new stadium while the economy as we know it is in this great state of flux, all right? And because of that, it's difficult to figure out where to twist and turn, and the Raiders obviously are looking everywhere to do so. The other question is, does this put them over the mark that they need to clear their obligations from a cost perspective? No, but it puts them close, okay? You think about $400 million from Allegiant, $200 million from here, at least I hope it is. That's $600 million. Caesars adds another $200 million. That's $800 million. You get the other founding partners. You're getting close to $1 billion. Okay, you're getting close to $1 billion. They're not healthily over it, but you're getting close. And I would say I'm going to err on the conservative side and say they're at about the $900 million level, somewhere in there. The good news for the Raiders is that the loan from the Bank of America is $600 million. LIBOR is 4%. So right now they have just about achieved, it would seem, the level at which they are able to pay off that loan. Um, the problem is that right now they're at a place where it's it would be nice to have, because you're at 900 million, you're paying off 600 million, 300 million up. You would you would uh, you would have to. They need about, I would say, three or four. They need about another 200 or 300 million. Okay, I don't think they're anywhere near done, because I think of the Falcons Stadium, that's like 1.4 billion. I think of, again, Chase Center, the Warriors, that's 2 billion. I think of the cost obligations the Raiders have staring at them. So if I'm Mark Bedane, I'm not satisfied. I want to do more. But this is great. This is fantastic. The Raiders have cut a lot of deals that are fun and unconventional along the way toward their objective. This one is historic. This is cool. This is kind of a Breaking Bad coolness to it. Yeah. No, seriously, I mean that with all due glee. This is quite fun. Let me get to your comments. I saw some questions there that I think needed to be answered. And her letter says, I always thought. Oh, Rolling Dub says, no. I said, I see the Texas Pete hot sauce. Texas Pete, only the best hot sauce. I love it. Have it with peel a pound soup, as I did today. This is the best Texas Pete hot sauce. And there's your unpaid advertisement for the night. Good evening, Roland Dubs. How are you? Herb Leonard says, I always thought NFL teams were not allowed to have a franchise in Las Vegas due to the gambling. I don't understand what you mean there, but the law has changed, and so the Supreme Court, excuse me, has given green light to this kind of deal. Okay, and this is not the first time that an Indian gaming organization has put its name on a stadium. For example, Cash Creek Casino in the Bay Area is a sponsor at the Coliseum, or at least was. But this is a founding partner sponsor, and that screams volumes. That says, hey, we've got 200 million to spend or more, and we're going to spend the 200 million, maybe 150 million. Okay. The bottom line is it's substantial. It's not like the normal partnership is, you're talking about 14 million, 11 million in those areas for some of the other sponsorships that have been laid out that are on the non-founding partner level. When you go to founding partner level, you're talking 200 million. Okay, at the low end, maybe 100 million. Yeah, definitely 100 million in there. Okay, so when I start counting the Raiders sponsorships, they had 6 on their website. One of them was Reyes. Reyes made great pains to tell me that at the time they were not a founding partner sponsor. So we have to take them out of that. So that still leaves 6. So if you figure that 6 at, let's say conservatively $100 million each, that's 600 million. Let's say that ideally it's 200 million. 2 times 6, that will be 1.2 billion. All right. But there's no indication that each and every one of those is at that place. So, excuse me, I did say drop one of them. Well, yeah, add this one. Okay. So, Joseph Mandra says there is more than one Samuel Casino, or is the same one here in Silicon? It's the same one. It's the same one, Joseph. It's the same one that you just came in. I think it's the same one. So anyway, if the founding partner sponsorships are at the $100 million level, and that's just 600 million, and the Raiders still have a long way to go, and they probably have taken it maybe, 800 million. But if it's 200 million each, that's 1.2 billion. I would hope so, but they're not releasing the figures. Plus, one of them is Allegiant. That's 400 million there. So on the good end, we can say they're at over a billion. That's on the high end. if the founding partner sponsors are in the average 200 million each, or at the low end, they're around 800 million if you consider the founding partner sponsors and the other sponsorships. So in either case, the Raiders are in better shape than they've been. However, the simple fact of the matter is that these do come into play at far less than the year that the stadium's slated to open. So, when they add the money, remember, this has just happened. They didn't just. I don't know how the checks went, but this was just announced. So let's say this is just announced, and they're going to work on getting their first check. That first check is going to go into the construction and the money that they're paying out. And they've said that they've been locating for sources of money wherever they could get it because of the myriad number of problems that have happened that have caused these different delays. Okay, so they quite literally have been looking all over the world or their universe for sponsors, either at the normal level or the founding partner level, and that that need for the money has caused the Raiders to think in it this way that's socially innovative. This is a cool sponsorship, man. Done on Columbus Day. You gotta love that. I have to tell Tanis Parenteau about that one, and the Raiders ought to have her as a spokesperson. Who's Tanis? Tanis Parenteau is my friend who starred in the House of Cards season 1 as an Indian gaming waitress and a brief love interest of Doug Stamper, who was the chief of staff to Frank Underwood, played, of course, by Kevin Spacey, and then Doug Stamper was played by Michael Kelly, the fantastic actor, character actor, probably one of the best character actors of our time. But I digress. She's went on to star in a number of Indian-themed movies, including a short she made herself, and she lives in New York City. Tanis Parenteau. You can actually watch my interview with her right here on Zenny62 on YouTube. She's a fantastic person. At any rate, the Raiders should have her as a spokesperson, right? There you go. Okay. So, John Akala, how you doing? How are you? So that's it. I've said enough about this. I'm gonna tune out from this and start a new live stream. We could talk more about the NFL, particularly since the owners' meeting starts tomorrow. I'm obviously not there, although I signed up to go. But it just seemed like just when I signed up to go, everything around here just quite literally fell apart. And I'm here to fix them. So I got to fix them tomorrow. But that's not going to stop me from talking about the owners' meeting held in Fort Lauderdale. I've never been to Fort Lauderdale. I was really looking forward to the trip. Dang it. Of course, I could still get on a plane at the last minute and go for Wednesday. We'll see. We'll see. But you know what? I have to remind myself that my number one responsibility is to my mother in this place right now in my life. And there you go. Okay? So, all right. Thing freeze here? Let's see what's going on. That is wild.